How you doing, guys? It's Jeff the Iron Wolf here, and today we're going to be talking about Season 8, Episode 4 of Game of Thrones. Now, as always, there are spoilers. If you don't want to know, don't listen, don't watch. Alright, now first I'm going to talk about things I did like. First off, the big elephant in the room. It finally happened, people! Jaime and Brienne hook up, and poor Tormund. Oh, he's heartbroken for all of about 45 seconds, and then hooks up with a northern girl who's not afraid of wildlings, which was kind of funny. Also, other things that were good. Gendry, by proclamation of Daenerys Targaryen, proclaims him Robert Baratheon's true heir and son and names him Lord of Storm's End. That was really cool. Now, we get to Gendry goes to find Arya. He asks Arya to marry him. Arya kisses him and said, "Look, any lady would be lucky to have you, but I am no lady. I have things to do. I'm sorry I can't accept." Poor Gendry, but I think we all in the end knew this was going to happen. That's just not Arya's fate. That's just not what she's going to do. And of course, Arya, near the end of the episode, leaves Winterfell in the company of a hound, no less. With a hound. Goes, "Oh, hell, you." They're like, "Oh." And Arya asks, "Why are you leaving?" It's like, "I've got unfinished business." And Arya goes, "Well, so do I." And they both ride off to go take care of their unfinished business. Basically, setting up Clegane Bowl and Arya going after Cersei. We knew this was going to happen. Other things that were great, like, what other things? Okay, well, we also got some movement, battle plans drawn up to go after Cersei. Now, Cersei was true to form, and Cersei is just one of those great villains. I love to hate Cersei. Lena Headey, so many props to you. You do so much gooder, as my buddy would say, so much gooder. Ugh. And she ruthlessly has Missandei killed. I will explain what happens to her. Well, I'll just jump in right now. What happens is Daenerys leaves Winterfell with her Unsullied, her two dragons, and heads south back to where she was at that castle. I can remember the one where they mined all the obsidian. Well, on the way back, well, the Kraken fleet jumps her, kills one of her dragons. Yes, Rhaegon is now dead. Basically took about 4 ballista spears and went crashing into the ocean dead. Dany is now just down to Drogon. And it was just that quick. I mean, just flying along, next thing you know, spear in the chest, spear in the neck, spear in the face. I think took one more spear and down he went. Just fucking gone. The fleet that was transporting Unsullied gets completely fucking ambushed. She loses a good number of the Unsullied. And yeah, that was really bad. Missandei, basically Grey Worm tells Missandei to get to a skiff to escape. She ends up getting picked up by the Kraken fleet. I'm just gonna call that guy the Kraken because I can never remember his damn name. No, the Greyjoy asshole that's hooking up with Cersei takes her prisoner, and then Daenerys marches down with a small contingent in her dragon, and you see King's Landing. They are lined to the brim with anti-dragon ballista. Just like basically the guy who made the first one felt didn't quite work, went back to the drawing board, and he's got a very good killing machine. So yeah. But Missandei gets captured. She's standing on the wall as they're having the standoff between Cersei and Daenerys. Tyrion tries his best to convince Cersei to, stand down and surrender, but she just has Missandei killed. And she basically tells Missandei, if you have any last words, say them now. And Missandei goes, she knows she's going to die, so she just screams out, pretty much aimed at Dany, Dracarys. Basically, burn it all. These people don't deserve it. Oh, and I also have to give other props to Cersei. She basically brings in a gigantic civilian population into King's Landing, basically going to turn King's Landing into a bloodbath should Daenerys attack. Well, she's definitely pissing off Daenerys. Now, we also have to talk about another one of the white elephants in the room that I did not like, which is Daenerys. They made her out to look so bad this episode. Oh, it was freaking annoying. The optics on Daenerys. Basically, because they know Jon's secret. She acts petty, you know, whiny about him possibly taking the throne from her. She wants to go back to the way it used to be. They try to make out, but Jon remembers she's his aunt. Daenerys has the Targaryen thing of shit like this happened before. It doesn't matter. And Jon's like, I was raised in the North. We don't do this inner family shit. But yeah, I mean, they're giving Dany some really bad optics. They're starting to turn her into a tyrant, petty, and just start to become completely unhinged. Screaming, talking to Varys about this is her destiny. She's going to change the world, and she will pay whatever the cost. It's like she is really going down the tyrant's rabbit hole, and I was hoping better for Daenerys. She deserves better than that. Jon explains his secret of his parentage to both Arya and Sansa. Tries to swear them both to not say a word. Arya, I believe, will keep her word. Sansa, the first time she runs into Tyrion after figuring out who Jon is, turns right around and tells him the truth. It goes to Varys. And even Varys says, this is no longer a secret. This is information. This shit's going to get out. It's going to get out quick. And Tyrion goes, well, that's a problem for another day. First, we got to take King's Landing. But Varys is literally has basically seen Daenerys basically starting to go down the tyrant's path, and he's not loyal to her. He's loyal to the safety of the realm. He's about to commit treason if he sees fit. I mean, for certain characters, they have definitely got them back to form, especially Varys. Varys is like, I will kick her ass to the curb if I think she's going to be harmful to the realm and the people in it, which is true to form for Varys. Tyrion tries to be his clever self, but it's really sad, but Tyrion's just operating out of his depth at this point, and it's freaking sad for Tyrion because he keeps trying to walk the middle ground. He keeps trying to broker peace and trying to be clever, and it just keeps blowing up in his face. And it's really sad for Tyrion. Jaime and Brienne, while they did hook up, Jaime hears about what happens to Daenerys after she leaves, because Sansa gets a Raven is talking to Brienne, and in the middle of the night saddles up. Brienne's begging him to stay, and he's going, you think I'm a good man? And he explains all the bad things he's done. And Cersei, for him, is like cocaine. He just can't kick it. He's an addict, I think someone else explained. And it's really sad. Jaime had the chance for happiness with Brienne. He really did. He really does respect and love her. I truly believe that, but it's fucking Cersei. Which means the prophecy of him probably killing Cersei, which I know Arya's going to try, but I think it's going to be Jaime that does the deed. That's just my prediction. I think he's going to take a look around, and he's going to get forced into the same position he had with the Mad King. Except this time it's going to be even more personal. It's kill his sister or violate his oath as a knight. And poor Brienne, and it was also proven earlier in the episode that she was a virgin, and Jaime goes up, and they have that scene, and poor Brienne, she finally had a guy who loved her, who she thought was a really good person, even though he seems to think he's not, and he's not worth it. She was so heartbroken. Oh! Another good thing, even though he was all fucked up, Ghost survived the battle, but he has half an ear torn off. He's scarred, he's marked, but he's alive. Now, the Wildlings. Tormund basically goes after the celebration when Jon's getting ready to head south with what's left of the army of Winterfell, and I think the Knights of the Vale goes. Tormund goes, hey, I'm taking the Wildlings. Night King's gone, we're going back north. Beyond the wall. We need places to roam. This ain't home. And Jon goes, well, I'm going to be devastated that you're gone. I guess this is goodbye. And Tormund's like, you never know. I might come back south. And then tells Jon before he leaves, you've got the real north in you, boy. And Jon tells Tormund to take Ghost with him. He belongs out in the wild north. He deserves a place to roam. Ghost knows that he's not going to be with Jon anymore, and just look on poor Ghost's face, and John can't even bring himself to go over and say one nice thing to Ghost, to give him a hug, to scratch him behind his good ear one last time and be like, I'm sorry, boy. I have things to do, and you deserve to be free. So, yeah, I mean, that's just the general highlights. I know it was kind of all over the place. This episode was pretty much filler, except for the killing of Rhaegon and the surprise attack on Daenerys' fleet. It is mostly just dealing with the aftermath, dealing with what they're going to do next, and seeing that Cersei and her retinue haven't let the grass grow under them. They have prepared King's Landing for an assault and a siege, and even if the army of the North, which is battered, bruised, exhausted, even Sansa says, "Hey, we just fought a battle in Night King. We're pretty much at parity instead of having a 2-1 advantage over Cersei. We're tired, we're hurt. Give us a chance to rest." So, yeah. All in all, it was a meh episode. It's starting to get stupid. Anyways, that's my thoughts on the episode. I'll catch you next time.